or how to heal them.
I'm sorry.
So that's not helpful.
You silly doggy.
Okay, the book of poisons. Bane. Certain death in small quantities. Blackness of the eyes, dryness of the body, looseness of the muscles. Looseness of the muscles doesn't sound right at all. So it's not Bane. P2E bird poison. Tingling and tension in the muscles. So it comes from feathers. This is for days. Stiffen. It doesn't tell us much. Victim first stiffens and soon dies. Don't make a potion. Total numbness. Intestines will become clogged. May lose his sight for a while. Fortunately, the stomach will eject the disgusting potion before it has time to have its malicious effect unless the body has already been weakened. That sounds like something. I'm going to eject the disgusting potion. Case of death. Stomach ache makes the skin red and blistered. Bowels painfully empty at both ends. The others stiffen in spasm. The nails break. Now that's all the stuff we have here. Lullaby.
Right, that's that. I should tell Musa what I've learned.
Case of death, right? Skin red and blistered, bowels painfully emptied. The others stiffen in spasm and the nails break. Case of death.
Excuse me.
Excused.
I read that book of yours.
What do you mean, you think?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. But if you think the symptoms are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book? That does not narrow down our...
But I'll figure it out somehow.
Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid...
You said that the suspects are Grozav, Crow, and the two guards.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for... But I cannot stop thinking about how brilliantly you dealt with Mishek. Why would someone with your abilities want to enlist? I do not suspect you of Tertan's murder, of course. Do not worry. It is all strange, though. People have just been sitting around for months here. And all of a sudden you turn up, and everything is turned upside down.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Tell me the truth, my friend. Who are you? Really?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing what I'm told to do.
I have more important things to do than to try to trick you. Who?
All right.
I knew it! I could tell straight away.
You're pleased?
It was not my first choice.
How did you come to be in Sigismund's court?
That is a long story.
We have this
Although
already.
the Osmonds are not that, but soon after. Luckily, that is. And I managed to. I am sure you understand. But let us just say that King, instead of making me his count,
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't.
I am grateful to you, my friend. But I must refuse because I am a total coward. I would be very happy to get away from here, and perhaps. So I think it will be better
You know nothing.
in this conversation.
I better go and search.
Good luck.
Okay then.
I don't recall telling you to touch my lock.
Where the hell did
God,
a common soldier
I need
get
help.
so much money? Something stinks here. Nails.
Stop him,
Craig
guard!
planning on building a cottage instead of a tent, but they're covered in some kind
Help!
of dirt.
I need help, folks!
Oak. And dry as a bone. The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Hold on. Nails, rose water.
So the others was first, I guess.
Beautiful, but empty. No poison. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame.
It could
What are
be.
you doing here? It hasn't been safe around here as of late.
So which tent is this? So that is Grosser. I mean,
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times. Now, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he?
cannot engage the others anymore.
Ugh, just a broom. Ugh, stinks of vomit. Well, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nails? Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Oak. And dry as a bone. The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses?
Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
You shouldn't be walking around like...
Okay. That's it. Maybe I can talk to Crow.
I'd like to ask a couple of questions.
I have a couple of questions of my own. What actually happened?
It's even more complicated than that.
Go ahead and ask then, but quietly, damn it.
Where were you when Chowtown was poisoned?
Where do you think? In my tent. After I helped take him to the infirmary with Musa, I went my own way.
Well, you just went off to have a nap?
No, I doubled the guard, drew up the orders for tomorrow, and made sure nobody was allowed to leave the camp. When something like this happens, people like me have lots to do all of a sudden.
It was you who came to tell us that Chowtown had been stabbed, wasn't it? How did you get involved in the first place?
Me? I was close by, that's all. My tent is right below the palisade. And when the two guards found Chertan, they ran to get me.
Hold on. The two guards said otherwise. They said they found Chowtown and were discussing what to do when you turned up. By yourself.
Is that what they said? It's possible. I can't remember now. It all happened so fast. And anyway, how am I supposed to remember all this shit? Maybe I heard them and went to see what was going on.
Are you sure you don't want to tell me what really happened?
All right. You want the truth, so I'll tell you the truth. In fact, I really was up top. It's because I had to keep an eye on you.
Me? Why, for Christ's sake?
You really don't know? You may have been given our colours, but you're still a... But it seems you're a decent...
Tell me more about the storage space.
What about it? There's a cannon and some powder there. If it blew up, the whole place would... And if someone didn't happen to set fire to it, someone...
Oh, except for...
Very droll. Aye, but now I'll ask you something.
Yeah, I've no idea.
You can't expect...
Who has the key?
I don't know. Cats and Groz have for sure.
I've been doing a lot of thinking.
What's that got to do?
Well, it's just that I found a couple of interesting things.
No.
Calm down. If I...
Well, let's say you...
You know something about the murder.
Maybe a little.
Why would anyone kill Chertan anyway?
Maybe it wasn't about Chertan. Maybe someone wanted to do something in the ammunition store. But Chertan turned up, so he had to kill him.
In the ammunition store? What would anyone be doing there?
Trying to blow it sky high.
What? What good would that do anyone?
It might make him very rich. Let's say Sigismund has a lot of enemies who are planning something big. It will start in Italy, I hear, and it'd come in very handy if someone gave the king a setback before that. He'd lose allies there, and here his camp goes to shit. There's sure to be dozens of saboteurs all over the Empire, just like the one here.
I should probably... Let's say I'm not a great supporter of...
Let me finish my work. We can put the blame for Chertan's murder on Grozav. I can't stand that fucker anyway.
What, accusing an innocent man?
Better him. So,
And what if I...
it's a bit late. I have a poisonous plant here. Take it and put it in the... And if you don't want to end up like Chertan, you'd do well not to mention...
I'm good to go with that, actually. Just save. The problem is I can't remember what he just fucking gave me. Can't remember what he gave me. Shit.
Doggy. Good boy.
So dried valerian? Apparently it is. And half dried valerian. Oh, I need to find valerian from Musa's tent. Gotcha. I found the Valerian in his tent anyway, so I could just use that, right? Pretend he want to use the Valerian. Will I give him some of this? Let's have a look at that. Okay, I don't know. I just fucking put any fucking flowers in there. Season ever. Okay, done it. I assume we just have to wait 2 days now. We've done all the side quests as well. So let's just wait and sleep in rotation. Well, there's another way to speed this thing up. Cuts.
Right. My word, you're in the meantime.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Sir, I can assure you that Musa did nothing wrong.
I was waiting for you to pipe up, cats. Tell me, why should I believe the word of a low-born drunkard? Especially when it seems you and Musa are good friends.
Because I can prove everything I say to you. I tasked Henry here, one of my best soldiers, to find out what really happened to Chertan.
Him? Well, I should tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him? From afar?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while. Nobody would have noticed him in the dark anyway.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by the camp commander, Grozav of Boromlaka.
What?
You scum! How dare you!
Silence!
You aren't gonna let this peasant insult me, are you, sir? You should cut him down to size.
That can wait. First, I want to know how he came up with this insolent claim. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
So Grozav was most likely trying to steal black powder. It's very valuable, and often gets stolen, I've heard. But Chertan caught him in the act. There was a fight, and that's how it ended.
Me? Stealing? What impudence!
What do you base this on?
There was powder scattered all over the storeroom floor. Chertan disturbed Sir Grozav, then he spilt the powder.
I've had enough of this. Another word and I'll have your tongue cut out.
But Sir...
Me?
See then? What happened next? You...
Yes, sir. There,
It seems someone...
Grozav went to the infirmary a little before me and Katz. He could easily have had time to poison the wine Musa gave to Chertan.
What say you, Sir Musa?
it cannot be ruled out.
Well, Sir Grozov, what actually happened?
Why are you all still listening to that dung grubber? Where would I get hold of poison?
You brewed it up yourself. I found lots of valerian in your tent, which is used to make Dollmaker potion. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
That's enough. You'll die, you liar.
Silence! I've heard more than enough. Sir Grozov, you will come with me.
Me?
The king will not stand for wrongdoing among his nobles. That must be punished.
But I didn't do anything.
Don't make this harder than it need be.
Keep away from me.
Calm now, sir. Calm down.
Shut up, you worm. It's all your fault anyway. I won't let you put this on me. You hear? You're a dead man.
Well, Sir Stibor, one problem is cleared up, and another one takes its place.
I wouldn't say that. We've rid the king of one idiot. It's just a pity Chertan had to die because of it. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for the unpleasantness you suffered.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
What will happen to the camp now?
That is not your concern. I will personally take command. You just get rid of the corpse and clear out the royal tent for me.
With pleasure. We won't be staying long anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right.
Okay, let's change into fighting gear just because the next time there will be cutscene and we're basically going to be straight in it, I assume.
swallow it go. Well, then.
It's happening. The Praggers are leaving for Sedlitz.
At last, I won't have to wash the humans' asses anymore.
Tell Zizka everything, so they're ready for the ambush.
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.
They offer salvation to anyone who fills their coffers. I'm sorry.
Can I say goodbye to Musa?